So I was gonna post these slop videos as short form content in the little shorts and TikTok and Instagram, but I decided not to do that, and I'm not gonna deviate from what I originally wanted to do when making videos on YouTube. So I'm gonna leave this here as a fun little segment, mainly of three abandoned videos that are gonna be in here with this as a full video compilation. So enjoy. Welcome to the unemployed news site, where we use very horrible evidences, facts, research, and etc. when it comes to giving you news. Now, today we're going to be talking about Jurassic Park. As of currently in 2025, around April 9th, scientists have genetically brought back an extinct species known as the direwolf. And to add a little bit more context, it's not as black and white as you think it is. We brought back the direwolf, but we had to sample some extra real life DNA, basically that's closely, quote unquote, related to direwolves. Even though I did hear there was also like the direwolves are from a different species of mainly dog, which is what they used to bring back the direwolves. And I must say, like, this is not bad. Like, I don't know if it's good or like I can't really say if it's good or bad. Like 100%. But if it's harmless, then it's harmless. Because I do know a lot of, like, from my research into watching videos of other people going into much better depth about genetic research, especially with Jurassic Park being real, I could definitely say that this could be the limit, in my opinion. This should be the limit. As even if bringing back dinosaurs and surviving the modern atmosphere for the dinosaurs to come back to life, it would probably be a bad idea. You never know what could arise from bringing back something bigger and maybe badder or stinkier. But besides that, what we can learn here is be responsible when you're doing genetic splicing. Because if not, you might accidentally create something that might eat you alive. And I'm telling you, being eaten alive is a horrible thing, but I'm just speculating. I haven't had any experience with that. Okay, so dinosaurs are actually coming back. Well, sort of, according to the news articles I will link in the description below. But if this is the case, I wouldn't want to say fingers crossed that the carbon air would kill them because they wouldn't be able to survive. But one thing I would want to say is hopefully it's done with super caution. And if I could give any advice to these scientists who are trying to do this, my advice is if you are going to bring back an extinct animal, do the dodo bird. Might be harmless, or maybe it's too deadly, but maybe you just use science magic to freaking see what it would actually look like, and then just maybe draw a picture, or make a 3D mod, or I don't know, sell some toys or merchandise. It's a lot more safer than potentially adding something harmful that could accidentally hurt bringing back to life a Frankenstein monster that might be in pain a lot. Anyways, with that being said, I want you to subscribe to the channel. I want to like the video, comment the video, rate the video, subscribe to the video, follow my Twitch. I'm going to say this in this one video because I don't want to say it anymore. And yeah, that's basically the outro. Alright, here's a simple explanation. Why you don't use any dating apps. Now, this is basically sort of a pseudo speculation on being suspicious on whoever you are trying to get with on these dating apps, because I have heard of a story that's been told to me where a college student tried to use the dating apps and was going to hook up with one of the people that this person was trying to get with, and it ended up acting like a bunch of teenagers faked it. I think it was a bunch of teenagers faked it and turned it into a fake to catch a predator sting operation where they don't even question him, or I mean, I think they called him a pedophile, but they sort of also, I think they beat up the college boy, kind of. And I only know that because like there has been a trend that I have seen where people who do to catch a predator sting operations, but all they do is just physically mess with the suspect who's basically like the person who was caught as a predator, and that got me thinking of a thought I had where before this story came out, I was like, but don't dating apps, they seem very suspicious because it feels like you can't truly trust a person unless you get some like type of physical contact where you at least see them in person. And it also did remind me before this whole correlation with the dating apps and the catch predator sting operation coming into one to become a crazy, like insane human situation interaction. I do remember seeing animated story times where there was this one story time animation where a guy was trying to hook up with a supposed lady, but in the story it was just some random dude in like who lives in like an apartment near the bum city town that he was in, where it's all dingy and looks dangerous and is dangerous, and dude ends up getting kidnapped and has to try to escape the freaking guy from being kidnapped from using the dating app to supposedly being date trying to get into a date with someone but ended up getting catfished. And that sort of is my very poor claim on why you shouldn't use any dating apps. That was like a pseudo story time. And even now, like I still don't trust it either way. It's like I honestly I don't want to get, I'm saying, yeah, don't jinx it. So when it comes to dating apps, yeah, you want to stay safe. Keep it keep if you want to keep your interactions physical and not gamble on your life on just in case you don't know if you're getting catfished or not. But hey, you do you. Not gonna stop you from gambling. But hey, I finally came up with the video.